We are all packed up to leave Punta Arenas on our way to the island of Navarino, Puerto Williams. It is a rainy, dreary morning. It's supposed to be rainy for the next several days while we are supposed to be backpacking and camping on Navarino. We got an Uber coming to take us to the airport. We made it to Puerto Williams!
It's a bright, sunshiny day.
So, Puerto Williams so far. We left the airport thinking, oh, there'll be like taxis and whatever.
No taxis.
There was not a single taxi. But luckily there was like this bus there that we started seeing people get on, and we were like, maybe we should go over there. So, yes, for 5,000 Chilean pesos each, they drove us into town. We asked where we could buy gas. They dropped us off at the grocery store named
Simon and Simon.
Yes.
Cool little mercado. It's got a lot of stuff. Good for the backpacker. Trail mix, protein bars, fuel.
Like nothing we've seen since, not even in Santiago. Like they had vegan protein bars.
That's true.
Like, oh my God. Walking along the road on our way to the actual trailhead for Los Dientes hike here in Puerto Williams, outside of Puerto Williams, I guess. But we found a little friend on the way here. It's crazy, and there's some very big mountains that we're heading to go walk mostly around.
They are extremely pointy. My teeth are not quite that pointy.
Los dientes means teeth, and it's nice to be around other janky teeth. Believe it or not, we both had braces. Well, here we are. The official start. Whew, look at how thick these trees are. There's a stream down below us. Some mushrooms. Walking on lots of tree roots. Oh! Do the limbo. This is beautiful. Well, wouldn't you know it? We're about a mile-ish in, and we're a little lost. It's very easy to lose the trail, and we were very spoiled because at first there was like red spray paint dots, markers on the trees, like like you could see one to the next. And now it's been a minute. We haven't seen one. And we're alive. Oh. Jacob, ever the great mountaineersman, scrambled over some trees and found the trail. We're only momentarily lost. Now we have just hiked straight up this nonsense. We have arrived at tree line. Look at that. No more trees. Whew.
It took us 1,300 feet.
Oy. Look at those poofy clouds. Moving quick.
They're moving.
Oh, the wind is blowing. The trees have been providing a good wind block. But now we say farewell and a little bit more straight up. Then hopefully we get to somewhat flat, or else I'm gonna die. I literally just got knocked on my ass by the wind. Oh, look, it might happen again. We're walking on the edge of this fucking mountain and the winds are insane. Almost get blown off like so many times. This is fucking terrible. I can't this time hiking. Actually, I might die, literally. Supposedly, that is where we are going. It's down there. Oh my god, I thought I was seriously gonna die. It was very nice. The first mile was just like walking up a road, and then you walked in a gentle, lovely forest
with like little undergrowth and roots everywhere. It was idyllic.
Mushrooms and a stream and and then okay, so we were gonna walk up
the valley.
Yeah.
That's a biosphere reserve or something like that. I forget the name right now.
But that's where we went up, and then like the trail kind of just seemed to peter off, and we were like, well, there was like way more signs everywhere you went for like the other trails, so we were like, okay. And that's when you scrambled up the hill and got on the other trail. We're like, okay, well, we'll just do that. And you're like, it goes up to this viewpoint and then like along the ridge, and then we'll end up at the same place that we were supposed to head to.
That's the basics.
Sounds fine and dandy. I thought we were going to be calmly going up a like stream valley, but instead we went like 1,000 feet straight up the side of the mountain to then shimmy along the side of it on like loose shaly rock
for 3 miles
with like crazy gale force winds that would just come up and like I got knocked on my ass once by the wind.
It would come up like all of a sudden, and then it would stop all of a sudden. So you're like leaning into the wind, and then the wind would stop, and it's like fall.
Oh my god, yeah. And just like the slipperiest, shaliest rock that was just like a cliff on the other side. I think it was my second least favorite day of hiking ever.
We're gonna have to hear about that.
But yeah, so now we made it. We're like, oh, look at we're right by the stream that comes out of the lake, and it is still extremely light outside. It's not going to be dark for forever, till like 11 at night or something. I don't know. It's like 7 and I'm ready to go to sleep right now.
Is it 7?
It's ridiculous. I'm already in my sleeping bag. I don't care. Anyway, day 1, so we'll see. I don't know. This was supposed to be the good weather day. Tomorrow is supposed to rain a little bit, and the next day after is supposed to rain a lot. So I don't know what I'm going to do if it's blowing and raining and we're on the side of a mountain.
You only get one at a time weather.
Seriously, I might be in a real bad mood. We just got up, packed up all of our tent and gear, ready to head out up and over that somehow. It is overcast looking, and we're expecting rain. Oh dear God. We made it to out of the immediate little bowl we were in with the lake. And now look at this. It's just a gorgeous little stream with some waterfalls up ahead. So
on our way to Paso, Australia.
And hopefully we will make it 8-9 miles today. That's our goal.
Yeah.
Yay, we're at the top of the pass.
Paso, Australia.
Paso, Australia.
Yep. Looks like we have to go through the snow a little bit up there.
Oh no.
Tiny bit.
Fun. Raining. Oh. And we get to walk on the snow. And it's very slippery. But we're not sinking into it. So that's a bonus. So
just finished our rock climbing section. Scaling cliffs.
yeah.
Jumping across wide chasms. being carried by birds for segments.
What is out there?
The closest water you can see, well, there's this lake right here, but then out there is Lake Windhond, which is a pretty big lake that connects to the south side of the island, and then it's the Strait of Magellan over to Antarctica.
Lunchtime.
Mm-hmm. You know, we haven't seen any chipmunks or squirrels around to share our lunch with.
That's true. No. We have seen very little, like I've seen like one bug.
Right.
That's crazy.
There's a bunch of birds.
That's true. Somebody spent a long time building up a shield, a wind shield, windbreak with rock and the driftwood. Oh man, this thing is cool. It even has a little bench. And it's got a nice lake view. So many beautiful parts of Patagonia and hiking. And then there's super shitty ones. Like this. Just climbing up an endless scree field. Oh, these are the parts of hiking I don't like. Holy crap. But then you come up on something like this and it's so beautiful. Whoa. Another lovely campsite. We get to walk through the spooky woods. We're trying to get to another lake. Don't know why that lake looked perfectly nice. That once was the cairn for the trail, but now it is an island. It looks like because a little beaver came and built a dam. We've seen signs of beaver today. I'd say big beaver even, right baby? We saw chewed logs that looked exactly like how in the cartoons beavers chew logs. We saw mud huts. Little beaver home. It's like a little floating mud island with all the sticks. Oh, now it's getting towards the end of the day and I'm just tired and rambling. Just gonna hold out and talk a little more about beavers. We made it to our destination for the night and it's starting to sprinkle. Jacob is just finishing putting the rain fly on. Luckily, we have this kind of awesome windbreak. Very nice. Oh, baby.
It's cold.
It's so cold. We walked about 8.5, maybe 9 miles today. And up and over a pretty high pass.
We lost a backpack cover again.
Yeah.
The wind, it was gone.
Ripped it right off.
You know, I've never been able to get anything off of you that fast. But the wind.
Oh my god. But luckily, like, it blew back and landed, like, directly, like, on you. That was the only thing that saved it.
It was very lucky. I was actually reaching over to brace myself because the wind was blowing me over.
Yeah.
And that's where it just went wrapped around my arm.
Yeah. So, a few gale force winds today. I don't even know what that means, a gale force. Like, What is that? I don't know. Is that
Well, a
movie
gale is a type of storm you get out in the ocean.
I didn't know that. How do people
And I think
know?
it's not quite as strong as a hurricane, but that's just a guess.
I feel bad for all the gales out there now. Anyway, I think it was a gale force winds today. But I never feared for my life because we were not like hanging off of a rocky like ledge. Oh my God.
I mean, we did crawl over some cliffs on the way up that first pass.
Yeah.
Remember? That was...
None of them
A
saw.
slip there would have been pretty bad.
That's true. We had to cross some like snow today. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I am so tired. But so we have Taco Mac, warming up in our pooches, and we are going to pass out.
Oh, yeah.
Navarino, Los Dientes,
Yeah.
definitely tearing us up.
It'll get you. It is no joke.
Good morning. It's
So good about it.
not a great morning, actually. We are packing up in the tent, having to do everything in the tent because it's raining outside. I don't know if you can see little droplets or hear it, but yeah, it's coming down pretty good. Not like a downpour or anything, but definitely enough to be substantial. So, and we have to hike 3 miles along some lakes and then up and over a pretty enormous pass today to get to our next ideal spot. So it looks like we'll be doing all of that in the rain. Hopefully we can get to the other spot kind of soon, set up camp, get dry, and I've got some hot chocolate set aside for just such an occasion as being stuck in a rainy tent. Oh my God. We've been walking in the rain for about an hour. Lots of slippery rocks. Everything is cold and wet. I might have to break up the camp if it continues taking me to these places. Okay. Jacob has just told me that where... Let's see, can you see it on here? Where that little snow patch is, that is the pass we have to cross. Oy. Oh, the rain had finally quit sprinkling. And across the hill where we're going, we can see a line of backpackers. I see at least 5 people.
It is really assuring to know that there are other people as stupid as we are out here at the same time.
Yeah.
We can all have some solidarity in our stupidity.
Yeah. As we wander through mud bogs like this. There's some patch of snow we were looking at, right? Oh, we still have a little bit of ways. There is apparently no trail. You just kind of aim for that pile of rocks up there. Ooh. There's the little people we saw going up the hill above us.
That's the most technical part of the entire hike.
Yeah, that's like you could die there. Death shale. But then look at that. Cute little lookout spot. Oh, the gloriousness of Pape. lake we just came from. Oh, down that pass. Oh my god. That pass will live in my memory for quite some time. Holy crap. When it's blowing like crazy, you have to have the human steak on each corner. I'm really just doing the job of the rock. Alright. We're hiding in our little nook right here.
We did get the best campsite this time.
Yes.
Best thing about this site is that it is the best site. And we were like running along the lakeside once we got down the super steep incline, because the couple who had gotten the best campsite last night was right behind us. And we were pretty sure they were going to camp here too. And we're like, there's no way you're getting the best site this time. Our turn.
Not when we got up early and left before them. It's not like we were trying to do that. The tent is set up. It's drying out right now. It's a little wet. And then we'll put the fly on it, dry that out, while we have a moment of sunshine. But we're treating ourselves to hard salami, peanuts, and cranberries. I'm chasing it down with some H2O. My favorite cocktail. Yay! End of day 3. Hiking Los Dientes here in Chile. We finished a little bit early. It's like happy hour time, so we made some hot chocolate.
Yeah. Doing it to it.
Yeah, to celebrate. But yeah, oof. What did we do today?
Started at Laguna Martillo, which a lot of people camp at, but we were on the far side of it, so we had to hike around it still. And then next to the last few lakes, and then up and over Virginia Pass, the highest point on the trek. And it wouldn't have been so bad, except it was a mud pit for like 2 miles. It was really bad. You had to get up above the tree line where the rocks are to get out of the mud again, and then you're in the wind. So.
Yeah, led to a lot of crankiness.
Up there at the top is kind of crazy though. There's like nothing growing up there, and it's just big flat. It's like a moonscape kind of environment.
Yeah, that was cool. That was beautiful. And the rock up there was like really pretty. But then we had to come down.
Coming down the other side. That's the most technical part of the entire hike.
Yeah, that's like you could die there. You could fall off and die. And there was winds. Yeah, it was not fun.
If you have inclement weather, like some people when they come, it'll snow, and that's one of the reasons they have to turn around, is because if it snows on that part, you really can't come down it.
Oh God, no. That's a nightmare. Yeah, I was just trying to show how relaxing it is to hang out in the tent when there's gale force winds.
Yes, and yeah, we were talking about other types of weather, like the fall of the snow, the pitter patter of rain, the warmth from the sun, and then you got wind.
Wind does suck. Oh my God, look at this.
I have all my guy lines in use, like everything staked down that can possibly stake down. Woo! It's pretty windy, and there's some people down there in the spot that we almost took that it's worse for.
It is not a good morning. we had an easy day of hiking in front of us, so we were gonna sleep in a bit, get up and like go look around, but instead we woke up at like 7 a.m. to the tent almost snapping in half because of like the insane wind.
It's just, I mean, it had been gusting all night long, but then it just like didn't stop gusting.
So we had to get up and fire drill, pack up. But just like 1 second around the corner from where we were camping is like lovely. We can like stand.
We could have
talk.
a picnic.
Yeah. I was gonna have hot chocolate in bed. Oh, for breakfast.
Our Swiss friends here are gonna, yeah, they're still going through it a little bit.
Okay, hiking out Los Dientes. You tore us up. Now that is a beaver dam. This lake is not on the map. And there's the beaver home, my pet. Beavers are not indigenous to this area. They are an invasive species and they are causing havoc. So this is an example of an okay mud bog. This isn't even the worst. Now here's a proper mud bog with nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Yep, look at the sides, they're just more muddy. Oh my god. Look at my shoes already.
What's on there? There's a little pink bow up there to brighten your day.
Oh. Ah, this is what hope looks like, baby. Look at this. Oh my god, there looks like there's an end in sight. So beautiful. Now I have to decide if I'm going to have a beer first or a shower first.
Ooh, shower beer.
That's the only solution, having a beer in the shower. Ooh, look at how pretty that is though. Oh god, I'm so glad to almost be done with this place though.
So many things look beautiful from a distance.
Yeah.
In reality, that's a mud bog.
Oh my god, yeah, that is a mud bog. All that is mud bog. And then up there is like treacherous, snowy rock ridge. We did that.
Beaver Dam just up there area.
Oh, God. Technically we are done. We completed it. Good job, baby. Dientes survivors.
Asterisk footnote. Necessary supplies.